Hi, my name is Venkat. So in this video, I'm going to describe regarding serialization in Java. Serialization is one of the biggest feature in Java. So by using the serialization, we can persist the object in a system or across the network. So I'll show you the picturization how we are developing the serialization class. So serializable is the interface in the Java. So take new window, don't save it, and go for first. It's a interface. Serializable is the interface. So which is the marker interface. Marker interface is nothing but so a interface which doesn't contain any method, that interface becomes like marker interface. Serializable. So it's a interface, and we are calling this the marker interface. Marker interface. Okay. Yes. And then I'm going to take the one implementation class which implements the serializable. So that implementation class is nothing but employee. Employee. This employee object is implemented the serializable. And finally, I'm taking one more class which is having the main method. This main method will be invoked by the JVM. So the main class. So why we are calling this the main class? Because this is having the main method. This main method will be invoked by the JVM. Got it point? So the class is this is the test class. Test class. Okay. And this class name is employee, which implements the serializable. Serializable. Okay. And the employee class having the properties like int id and string name, and the setters and getters and getters of the those properties. And I'm overriding one more method, that is toString for showing the content of the object. This is the main. So this picturization, the same thing I'm going to be show you the demo in the Eclipse. In the Eclipse, I'm writing the employee. The employee is the class name which implements the serializable. Sorry, which implements the serializable ID name, and we will discuss about this one later. As of now, I'm putting the comment, and I'm taking the parameters constructor and default constructor and the setters and getters, and finally I'm overriding the method toString method. This toString method is available in the object class, which is super class for any class in the Java. So directly, so this toString method I'm overriding from that class only, that object class only, for showing the content of that class. The purpose of the showing the content of the employee class. So main what we are thinking here, this class implements what? Serializable. Now this is a serializable class. When the class which implements the serializable, that class becomes like what? Employee serializable class. Got it point? And go for the test class. Test class, what I have written, there are two methods are there. One is the serialization method and deserialization method. And finally, I am writing that main method, which is always invoked by the main JVM. Okay. So serialization method, it takes a argument. Employee, it is taking as a argument. Serialization method, it is taking the employee as an argument, and So putting the directly I'm putting the throws exception, but I didn't take the try catch. Directly I'm throwing the exception. That is a super class. So no need to be handle the child classes. Directly I'm handling the super class only. And file output stream. I'm persisting this object in this location. F employee one. The name of this file is employee1.txt. Object output stream. This is the method which is part of the object output stream, and persisting this object by using e employee object with by using the right object of the object output stream and serializable. So now what I'm doing, I'm executing this method, putting the deserialization comment and serialization and execute it. So what it is serializable? Go for the F drive whether it is saved or not. We can check. See here employee one. So employee one, if you are opening this code, will be appear. Now what I'm trying to do, I want to deserialize whatever the object is serialized in the system. The same content I want to be deserialized and showing the data. So for the showing the data, what I did, two string method deserialization. For what I have written the code as part of the deserialization, I am taking that path. The path it indicates the file which is available in the location I am writing. From that location, the file name it will pick, and finally o dot read object we are getting, and typecasting employee, and two string method I am the content it will be show, and deserialize the object. So execute once. So what it will do, previously I have taken the one Venkata, I am passing this one and deserialization. So in this scenario, if this is not required, I am putting this comment also. See, execute it one more time. So we are getting the data, right? So next go for the transient keyword in the serialization. Why you use the transient keyword? Transient keyword and serialization UID is the two are the uh, good good to serialization. So if I don't want to persist any particular field in the file, at the time I go for the transient. Assume like that there is a transient keyword is there, and the entry type department 10 value. I don't want to persist this one. Persist means it won't be saved the value. Go for the test class. Once again I am going to be serialization, and employee object is remove comment, save it, saved, and execute. Got it? Deserialized. Serialized this one. Now I'm deserializing. For deserializing, what I have to do here, so I need to be show whether the data is saved or not in the file. So for showing that data, I need to be display that in the toString also. Got it my point? Yes, go for the test. And what it will show means if I'm taking the int value, the value it won't be appear. By default value, the int default value it will appear. If I'm taking the string, it takes the string default value. So as you know, the Java developers, what are the default values here? If I'm taking the int, the default is 0, and double 0.0, and the string null. Okay, these values will be come. Now in this scenario, what it will come? The default value of int what? 0, but it won't come the value of the actual value. That means it is not persisted in the file. Main thing, that is the transient. Got it my point? If you take the value string, what is it should come right now? The default value of the string what? Null. Correct. Null. So I have to assign the value string only here. That's what string. So it won't be saved that string value in the file. What? So we are getting the exception because we need to be persist first invalid class exception. So serialization UID. So this is the big concept. You can describe this one in the next video and all later. in the future, like maybe 2 years, 3 years, whatever maybe.